here is the beginner way of thinking. I have limited energy, I need to use it very efficiently, warm-up makes me feel tired, so I should skip it. And here is how a pro player sounds like. I'm gonna lift some heavy weights and do some hard work, so I need to prepare my muscles and my joints for that action.
But warm-up makes me feel so tired, and when I'm that tired, I feel like it makes my workout worse.
Most people complain about that and they really want to skip the warm-up. Some of the people just come to my sessions 10 minutes later just to be able to skip the warm-up part. So I know there are lots of people thinking like that, and we're gonna fix that issue today. I claim that I'm gonna change your perspective a little bit and you guys will start enjoying warm-up.
Enjoying it?
Yeah,
okay, that's
we'll
a bold
see.
claim.
Yeah, I know. The first thing we need to understand, our energy bar doesn't work like a phone battery. So it's not like you do certain exercises, you spend some of the energy, and that energy never comes back. You feel out of charge or low in battery. In fact, our energy levels work like a phone with a power bank. So when you perform exercises, you lose some energy, but if you just rest a little bit, that energy comes back again, that regenerates.
But I'm so much weaker than you, so I actually don't regenerate. Because after I do the warm-up, then my energy is gone for good, and I never regenerate it back.
May I ask you a question?
Sure.
How long do you rest after warm-up?
After the warm-up?
Yeah.
Like 15 to 30 seconds,
Okay.
probably.
Maybe that will be the issue. Ideally, you should take as much as you want. You can rest up to 5 minutes. Just take whatever you need. If you take good portion of resting time after warm-up, your energy levels comes up and you're gonna feel not tired. You're gonna feel like, oh, my muscles are ready. My heart rate is around 100 and I just want to lift more. I just want to run more. That's what you're gonna feel.
Okay, up to 5 minutes. I have
Yeah.
never tried that.
Yeah.
So.
Just give it a go. That's gonna work. I promise, because I really don't like warm up and I skip so many times, and that helped me a lot to make it a habit. When I'm cold, when I first enter the gym, I don't want to do anything. That's why I tend to skip a lot. But once I realized that I can rest as needed after the warm-up part, then I realized that, oh, that works very well.
Okay.
Let me make it a habit.
Also, even if I rest a lot, I feel like doing a warm-up is so boring. So can we ideally make it like really short, or skip it still? How do you make it less miserable?
I think there is only one way to make it less miserable.
Okay.
And it's changing your mindset a little bit. And I'm gonna help you for that. I'm gonna give you 3 reasons to change your mindset. I hope that works. At least one of them. We'll see.
We'll see.
First of all, the warm-up is the price you need to pay at the beginning of every workout to reduce risk of injury. When you're healthy, you don't really care about your health. You don't worry about it. But once you lose it, you're like, what I'm gonna do? I can't train anymore. I need to stay in the bed. I can't go outside room. So once you lose it, you realize that it's so important. Second thing is, it's an opportunity to add extra volume to your muscles. It's gonna also help you to make some gains, because all those reps they all count. They're all volume to your body. And the third thing is, in my opinion, that's the most convincing one. I convinced myself with this one. Every warm-up session is a zone 2 cardio session. Mostly we do our main workout, and ideally we should do some cardio some days or right after the workout, just to lose weight, look more shredded, burn more calories, right? So the warm-up gives you the opportunity to burn those extra calories. It's such a small mini workout that you can do before your main workout and just burn some extra calories. If you just think like that, take it as an opportunity to burn some calories and add some extra volume into your muscles, then I think it's more appealing. What do you think?
Okay, I like that. I do like burning calories, and it does still count. Okay, so it's functional then, even if it's just as a workout on its own. That's fair.
All right.
Fair. Okay, so yeah, that's convincing. Like, burning calories is still good. Reps still count, but even if I'm convinced, like, what if I'm actually just short on time? Like, I literally do not have time to do a warm-up. Then what can we do?
In case of emergency, the best thing that you can do, you just need to check your main workout. If you have deadlifts in your main workout, the best way to prepare yourself for that exercise, performing exactly the same exercise with no weight. If you're gonna do some heavy deadlifts, then you can just grab the empty bar, then do 20 reps, then increase the bar weight slightly, do 10 reps and then 5 reps and so on. You can increase the weight, reduce the rep number until you feel ready to start your working sets. I think that's gonna make you ready in 5 minutes. Or if you're running, you can just run for 5 minutes with easy pace. That's gonna help you to feel warmed up.
Okay, super easy.
Yeah.
Super easy and super efficient. So then if I do have enough time, what's the actual ideal length of time for a warm-up?
Ideal length of warm-up should be minimum 10 minutes, up to 30 minutes.
So long. 30 minutes.
I know, but I include everything. I just assume that you're a professional athlete, then it could be up to 30 minutes. Performing just a 10-minute warm-up and increasing blood flow, it's gonna be enough for majority of the population. Or if you want to burn calories, still, you can make it 30 minutes because again, it's a cardio session you do before your main workout. Why not? If you want to burn more calories, if you want to get shredded in shorter time, then just increase that warm-up time, feel more warmed up, burn more calories.
So then if I'm gonna go and create my own perfect warm-up, what are the must-include things that I should make sure it has?
I'm gonna tell you what you should put inside your warm-up part, but first of all, you got to understand that a warm-up should be something like a little rock in your shoe. So it should be disturbing, but not that disturbing. You should never attempt to remove your shoe and take that rock back. You should always like, oh, there's a rock there, but
You just kind of notice it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's how it should supposed to make you feel like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just slightly uncomfortable.
Exactly. So first of all, there must be some exercises that take your heart rate up. It could be jumping jacks or some burpees, some running, shuttle runs. If you have ergo, you can do row, ski, bike, take whatever you need. You can do jump rope, something that increases your heart rate. Second thing you need to decide, you got to check your main workout because warm-up is always a preparation for main workout. So if you have some overhead press in your main workout, that means you're gonna use your shoulders. Your shoulders range of motion limited by your thoracic spine. So you can prefer to stretch your thoracic spine and then you can do some activation exercises for little muscles in your rear shoulder. That's gonna immediately take your posture like that and immediately you're gonna feel more stable and stronger in the overhead press. If you're doing back squats, then consider to activate your glutes or maybe some side hips because muscles in your side hips, they're gonna make you feel stable when you're under heavy loads. So depends on what you have in the main workout, your warm-up varies.
What's a side hip exercise?
Sorry?
How do you activate your side hips for squats?
You can have band around your knees and you can do some walk, like side walk, like a crab walk. You can do squat and you can just open your knees and walk laterally.
Okay,
exactly,
yeah.
to the left side and then right side. Or you can just have that band around your knees and do some squats and you can focus on drive your knees out. Again, that's gonna help you to activate those little muscles on your side hips and eventually they're gonna make you feel more stable while you're performing back squats.
Oh, that makes sense. I actually have a genuine question about like activation exercises. I feel like this is like just for me. You can include it or you don't
Go
have
ahead,
to.
we're
But
recording.
yeah, because I genuinely need to know like what is the issue? Let's say you're doing like hip thrusts. You're doing hip thrusts and you don't like activate your glutes before. Like, what does that actually mean? Because a lot of people, a lot of trainers or like YouTubers or Instagrammers will say, if you don't activate your glutes before, your glutes are like turned off and you won't be able to use them and you won't grow them. Like, does that make sense? Is there any truth to that?
To be honest, they just exaggerating it a little bit to just grab your attention. But I can tell their claim has a space.
Okay.
So you better activate them because I have the same issue. Normally, when I try to squeeze my glutes, I can squeeze it, but there's always a loss of feeling. I feel like I don't have 100% control over my glutes. Maybe I have 85, maybe 90. And when I'm doing squats, for example, under heavy loads, I really need to squeeze my glutes, especially when I'm coming up. And I end up by feeling like I cannot control my glutes. I don't feel like I'm squeezing hard.
Yeah.
I can squeeze my abs, but not my glutes. So that gives me a sign that I have a little bit connection problem there. So that's why I need to activate it. And most people have that issue. So before you start your hip thrust, in the warm-up part, you can do some glute bridges, glute bridge hold, or you can use Tarragon. If you're lazy, you can use Tarragon for the activation as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, sure. And you can activate those muscles. When you start doing hip thrusts or back squats, immediately you're gonna see that, oh, I have more control over my glutes.
And you feel it.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
so it like gets
squeezing my
you
glutes
used to what
right
that
now.
squeezing feels like.
Sorry?
So it kind of gets you used to that feeling of squeezing something. So you're like, this is what I should be squeezing, and you kind of just remind yourself
Exactly.
what that's like. Okay.
I'm telling you, I have
get
this
it.
issue, and I tend to skip. If I don't skip, I feel stronger under heavy loads. If I skip, then I feel like, oh, I can't squeeze it really. I'm squeezing my abs more, but not my glutes. That's how I feel.
Oh, so it makes a difference. You're
That's
saying,
my self-talk.
okay,
Yeah.
so you feel like it's maybe you'll get like an extra 15% out of the workout if you do activation exercises, roughly.
I'm not giving any
No,
percentage,
okay. You're
but
saying that it'll make a difference, but it won't be like some people claim the difference of 0 and 100.
you know what? I just tell people, just try and see. I claim that once you get used to it, you will never do any hip thrust and back squat without activation. Or you're not gonna like it and you just wanna continue your life without making an activation and do warm up. Feel free to do whatever you want. I respect all of them. I'm just trying to show you a different perspective, and
Could be really helpful.
exactly, and I'm talking these things not as a coach, as a person who feels like things like you before my coaching career. A few years ago, even if I make people do warm up, I really like to skip my warm up part, I really don't care the activation part, and I really don't believe any of them. But once I tried, I get the benefit. Right now I'm addicted. Like, there's no way for me to start a workout without warm up. If I need to catch my friends, I just tell them, you guys just start without me. Sorry, I'm late. I need to do warm up. Sorry, we can train in the same time.
Really?
Yeah.
That's commitment.
Yeah, that's
a lot
that
of
much
commitment.
important for me
Okay.
right now,
And that's the importance you should give it, maybe.
in my opinion. But again, I'm not dictating that. It comes from my heart, so it should come from your heart.
Okay, so this is your personal opinion.